good morning everyone. Hoping microphone is working. First try today. Hope you guys are all doing well. We have more War Thunder. I just realized chat overlay is clipping into the view count. Give me one moment. And there you go. Alright. Anyway. Hello. Hope you're all doing well. New War Thunder update looking spicy? No. Gaijin wants to sell premiums. That is the entire update. That's it. Just, ooh, me sell premium now. Ooh, funny plane that everyone wants. It's a premium now. Look at that. Like, they just want money. That's the entire update. Hungary's kind of cool. I'm glad we finally get Hungary subtree, but other than that, this update is mid as fuck, so good lord. Anyway, hello everyone as well. Is game sound? Yeah, game sound is working. Sweet. What is the new premium? Oh, let's see. F20, Type 90B, the... What was it? The RAM something? The new Makava at 11.0. The Centauro at 11.3, I think. There's the Sturv 121 Christian at 10.3, I think, for Sweden. There's a lot of them. It's just, there's so many premiums this update. It's wild. It is wild. Gaijin wants their money, and they want it now. To be fair, though, I do think they were... I think the reason why they're dropping so many premiums at the same time is because, in my little game theory, is they were going to release ARH missiles this update, but they realized that they had to, they realized that they weren't able to get them out in time, so they've done the little test server thing on the dev, and I think they're going to release them next update. And instead they had to add as much filler content as they could, so I think they moved a bunch of the ground premiums forwards from next update to this update. So we get them early and we get the ARHs in next patch. So that's just my game theory, though. T80UD, that's the one that I forgot. Thank you. But yeah, there's a lot of premiums this update. Opinions on the F20? I'm not gonna... I feel like I'm the only one who has this opinion, but I just think it's boring as fuck. Like, I really could not care less. Like, it's just F16 but mid. I don't care at all. I'm gonna eventually end up hating it a lot because I don't really care about the plane that much, and it's gonna be spammed out by everyone and their mother, so, like... I'm just not gonna like the plane. That's gonna be the end of it. At least the F4S I actually like. It's a cool plane outside of being a premium. The F20 is just like... I'm gonna end up hating it, so... I might take out the AJ when patch comes out to farm them. That could be kind of fun. Or I could get like a J8F tally and grind China with that. That also could be very cool. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. F20's like an F16 but better? No. No, not really. It has a worse flight model and it can't carry... It can only carry 2 Sparrows and 2 9Ls or the 6 9Ls. So it's literally just a worse ADF. Is the 262A1 U4 good? It's pretty good for CAS. ARB, it depends if you can hit your shots with the cannon or not, but he just fled that missile for me. Very funny. But it's kind of hit or miss. It's better than the nuts. I played a couple games with it on Dave server, and it didn't seem too phenomenal. But I don't know. I would still much prefer the F16 than the F20, but it might just be me. Like, the F20 should be 11.7? No, it should be 12.0, but, like, it's just not a great 12.0. It should not be 11.7. Alright. I have not been using brain cells when I've been playing this game. I don't know... Playing this plane, sorry. I don't know how I have over a 2KD in this thing. It's literally just been... You have your little budget HMD with this thing here, where you can like lock someone and then slave the missile super far out. Oh, not on a teammate. But like I just have not been playing well at all, in my opinion. But I'm still doing fairly well in this, just because C person fire 9J gets kill. Ooh, pinnacle gameplay loop. So true, the XS is tracers. Yeah, but I don't like them. It only has one tracer round per like 5 shells, so I'd rather just use stealth, to be honest. Kind of sucks that we lost the full HE belt, but what can you do? Gonna have to ask you to not do that. I do not want to get gunned down by you. Now we get missile by someone else anyways. Oh well, unlucky. Like entire team was on us. As I said, I'm not using brain cells today. We fly in, we see enemy, we fire missile, we get killed or die. But the excess dose of traces, I still prefer stealth belts because I know roughly how these guns work. The thing that annoyed me the most is that the stealth, so the air tracers only have 1 tracer round per 5 bullets, which is kind of shit. And as well as that, they removed the full HEI belt, so now you can't actually run the full HEI without without the tracers. So yeah. You think Italy Air will be good? You mean Hungary Air? Yeah. I'm glad Gaijin finally added the Italy subtree to Hungary though, because Hungary could do with some fleshing out. That's gonna be the joke of the update, by the way. So essentially, for those of you who are not aware, Gaijin's adding a Hungary subtree to Italy currently. And I'll show you. Italy's a bit mid. Italy's very mid, actually. Like, you have there's a couple gems like the AMX, but that's about it. And essentially, they're adding a new Hungary line to the right there. This is live server, so you can't see it, obviously. And the Hungary subtree is better than the entirety of the Italy tree. Like, it's very amusing. So now I'm gonna say that the tree is now Hungary and the Italy is the subtree because it might as well be at this point. So that's going to be the joke of the update. And now Big 29 and Gripen. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's a good subtree. It's a very good... Italy's actually become like a good tree now if you want to grind it. Getting through props might be annoying, sure, but then once you get out of props, you're going to have some baller jet picks now, so... Like, you've got the 10-3... You've got the 10-3 MiG-21, you have the MiG-17, MiG-15 BIS, Gripen, MiG-29, obviously, you have the AMX, you have the Tornado F-16, like, there's a ton of good picks now for top tier especially. Is now the best nation? No, I wouldn't say that, just because the props are quite shit still, and you don't have a ton of variety per rank. I would still definitely say nations like China, nations like Israel. Israel's debatable actually, but I would still say China is definitely better. I would still say US is better. I would still say USSR is better. Germany's kind of hit or miss now against Italy. Because Italy's kind of got the same things that it has, as well as, like... Italy has essentially just become Germany top tier plus Britain top tier, as well as an F-16 thrown in for good measure. It's very funny. In terms of top tier, yeah. Italy is good for top tier, but I mean, any nation is fine for top tier because you have mixed anyways, so it's not like it makes a huge difference. But if you want like as many top tier varieties as you want, Italy's a good tree for it. Except you also don't have a good premium to grind through it, which is another bit of a problem. I mean, you have the Ariete, which is good, but... Italy made my Germany and Britain grinds pointless. Rip. I mean, they also don't have the MiG-29G, though. That is still an incredibly fun plane now. I do still very much enjoy my funny R-73 Slinger, but... China's best for variety? Yeah, China overall is best for variety, I would say. Because you still have picks like the F5E, F-104A, as well as things like the J7E, the J8F. You get the Su-27, obviously. You get the F-16. You get a bunch of pretty good planes, so... 29G is the only thing that was mid-pointless by those two trees. Also, Harrier GR7 is better than the AV8. Depending on the margin that it depends on how good you are with the 25mm Aidens, but M2K may also come for China. I have been on that Hopium for such a long time, dude. I would love an M2K5F for China. That would be beautiful. That'd be amazing. Do you think they'll add Yugoslavia tech tree? I don't know, dude. Who knows? You excited for the F-20? I could not give two shits about the F-20. If anything, I don't want it to come because it's just going to fucking ruin 12-0 Matchmaker again. So... I really don't care about it at all. Yugoslavia... They'll never add a Yugoslavia tech tree, but a sub-tree maybe. The copy paste. Yeah, essentially they would have to use it to flesh out another existing nation, but I don't really think there is one that needs it per se. Or well, one that would make sense anyways. Like if anything, I want either if I could add one tree or like one nation to War Thunder, it would be a sub-tree for Japan, probably like Thai or Indonesian or something like that for Japan. Singaporean even. This is the gameplay, by the way. Woo. You get behind someone, you sling a missile with your budget HMD, they die, or you fire another missile. Like, it is peak brain cell. Holy shit. Hello, Mr. AV8. I could probably lob one at you because you're slow, but then you're also distracted. Nah, went for the flare. That might reach, might not. I'm going to try to go for this tram here real quick. He's an easy target. No! 9J fuse! No. Sad. Finally, Sweden gets traces. I'm still miffed about that because they removed my full HEI belt and I don't want the traces. They ruined the thing that I liked about the planes. I'm annoyed. Do I have the dev server? Yes. I don't know my trophy yet, so not much of a point in me playing it, but I also don't really care about this update very much. I just want to get my rewards from Gaijin and then I'm gonna dip out. Poland also copy paste is not necessary. True. Poland there should not be any more, in my little humble opinion, there should not be any more full tech trees aside from Commonwealth. Because it's like, there is no more, maybe South Korea, very big maybe on South Korea, but there's not many more, like, unique vehicles they have to add from, like, nations that we don't already have as either tech trees or sub trees, so I don't think that's really a good... You've ripped your wing. Hello, buddy. You gonna fly this? You paying attention, or are you just trying to chug on back to base? You're heading back to your base. Gotcha. Czechoslovakia? Maybe. That is true. I would say that would be more likely a sub-tree, though, rather than its own individual tree. Or they add, like, it as not, like, even a full sub-tree, but just, like, a tree to Italy. Like, they just add the unique vehicles to Italy and then piss off, so... Combined Korea could be interesting. They're probably never going to do that, considering we already have North Korean vehicles in China, so... Unless they have to redo, like, the entirety of that tree, and I don't think they're doing that. I think it's more likely we just get like a Southeast Asian either sub-tree for Japan or tree in general. By the way, yeah, no more full HEI belt kind of hurts in those sorts of situations where you want to tear off the wing, but it just, like, doesn't. And we get a fucking enemy kill assist. Yeah, critical damage solved kill stealing, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Critical damage is such a good new mechanic. Wow. Fucking hate the update. Anyways. On a North Korean tech tree. We've already got kind of a sub tree. We don't need a tech tree. So happy a Dutch map is finally coming. We already got one in game. They just have another one now. I'm pretty sure we or is that Sweden actually? That might be Sweden. Never mind. I might be kind of retarded. Gaijin, give Australia a map when. I think Mr. A10 is dead. Yep. He has gone adios. I'm just going to head back to base so we don't run out of fuel here, because I'm very good at doing that in this plane. I love the new critical damage. I hate it, because it just makes planes harder to kill, and shots that should give critical damage, like the one over there, does not. Or the severe damage, whatever it is. Like, they should have just made critical assists go for an assist counts as kill feature like Battlefield, so if you crit someone and then somebody else kills them, you get assist counts as kill instead of just an assist, and if you get a hit, then you get an assist. I think that's what they should have done, personally. But no, we can't do that. That would be too simple. Or even just increase gun damage. But no, that would be way too simple of a solution, because it's Gaijin Entertainment. We gotta make it as roundabout and as complex as we possibly can and solve the issue as least as we can. So... Roman Empire subtree would be good. Yes. Would it even add chariots for Italy at 1.0? God. Did you see the new 109C? Yeah, I don't care about it.
Victory is close.
And have you got any ideas of how to get $70? Pretend to be an e-girl on Discord. I'm joking, don't actually do that. Go get a job or something, I don't know. If you're a child and you can't get a job, ask your parents if they have anything to do around the house that you could get money for. If not, go... I was about to say go steal, but that's not legal advice. You didn't hear that from me. Can you show Dev Server? No, go watch someone else's video on it. I think, Matt Org has probably got a fucking million videos out on it by now. I think Justin Plays as a Dev Server video for Ground at least. Defin's probably going to do a Dev Server live stream at some point as well. I don't know. I'm not sure on it though. I can't be bothered. I just want to do this event. Chores should never get rewarded with money. I feel like that's kind of an L opinion, to be honest, because you kind of have to... It's a good way for building discipline and shit, so... Although, again, it depends on the economic background that you come from, yada yada. There's a lot of things. Sweden needs JS39C. You already have it. You turn... You guys bitched so much, you turned the A into the C. You already have it. There is nothing more to add for the C right now. What is your favorite aircraft? Mirage 2000. Family broke? Fair enough. Guess you will have to wait until you get a job, then maybe the Discord e-girl strat is looking a bit more promising. Thoughts on child labor? Personally, I think it's underrated. Real. Oh, somebody said the blocked word. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'd love it when they add AMRAMs to the C in the Sweden tree. Yeah, they're gonna do that. But that's why I got delayed to next patch, so... Good grades also shouldn't get rewarded with money. So here's the thing. You have to draw a line between rewarding... Because you either reward things with money or you force your child to do them. And as far as my childhood went, I was forced to get good grades. It wasn't like you'll earn money if you get X grade. And now that has left me with a lot of psychological issues to this day still. So I don't necessarily... I don't think they should be rewarded with money, but I agree with that for grades. But I also don't think they should be... they should be forced on your child. I think grades should be a thing that is like left up to the child to build their own sense of discipline and find their way in the world. I think that like chores or tasks around the house should be rewarded with money. Is this a fucking operation in 10.7, dude? Bruh. I don't have an RWR. It's a full up tier. No, fuck that. I'm not getting Phoenixed. Hell no, I'm not playing that. Let's do Mirage. Do you like the new severe damage? No, I don't. Not at all. I hate it. I think they either A, should have increased gun damage, or B, they should have just added an assist count as kill feature to where if you get an assist, you get assist count as kill when the plane dies, and if you get a hit, you get an assist. But that would actually make sense economically for the players and not Gaijin, so they have to make an overcomplicated mechanic so that they can quietly decrease rewards from players and make it easy to kill steal. So, yeah. I am heavily against it, and I think a lot of the content creators who are like, oh, guys, we finally won, we finally got something from Gaijin, I don't agree. I got really pissed at kill stealing as well, which is why it should mean a fair amount coming from me, but I would rather have the old system than what we have now. Like, it's just not good, in my opinion. It's poorly designed and poorly implemented. Are there any benefits of getting the battle pass? You get the vehicles from it, you get a lot of silver lions. It's like 1.4 mil or something like that. There's a lot of things like that. Are you telling me that a Harrier with no wings should be counted as dead? No, obviously not. It's bonus points if it has HFD, so it can just sling another missile at you, dude. That's actually happened to me the other day in the J35XS. Somebody killed my engine, turned my entire airframe black, removed both my wings and my rudder, as I was just some inert brick in the air, and F4S flew in front of me, and I launched a 9J at him and got the kill. Like, it's the dumbest shit ever, dude. The little flat spin tactic after death has gotten so much better. Has kill ceiling increased since the update? Yeah, because it's just so much harder to kill people now. Like, it's just not good. Why do I have 20 minutes fuel? I thought I had 30 in this. Interesting. It's quite incredible because you can still get critical hits without getting severe damage, even when it should give severe damage. And then you get severe damage on things which shouldn't grant you severe damage, meaning somebody else just gets shafted when they go to get a kill on a fully functioning aircraft and just get, ooh, enemy finished off, 40% of rewards. Like, fuck that. Essentially, the only kill stealing was only an issue in the fringe cases. They didn't fix that, and they just made the regular situations worse. That's all severe damage has done, in my opinion. Like, it's just not a good mechanic. I think it should just be removed outright, and we should just try to fix fragmentation. But yeah, whatever. Title is clickbait. I got fucking crew lock. Shut up. I swear, if I see someone else say it... Actually, I'm just going to remove you from chat. Lamau. I forgot I can do that. I'm sorry. It's very funny, in my opinion, though. Oh, and someone's spamming in chat. Also getting removed. You're getting removed for a lot longer, though. I like your videos. Thank you. What the hell is severe damage? So, if you hit a plane and you damage vital components, you get a new thing called severe damage, which gives you 80% of kill credit. 80% of the rewards for kill credit, sorry, and it gives you kill credit on the scoreboard. And then if somebody else then kills the plane which you have dealt said severe critical damage to, then they get 40% of the rewards and also a kill on the scoreboard. Except the problem is severe damage is not a critical hit. Critical hits cannot be given severe damage, and severe damage can be given on hits. So essentially, they decided to implement a new system to stop kill stealing, and instead they just sort of made it worse. Because another thing is that planes with... It takes a lot more bullets to kill a plane now, because severe damage isn't necessarily counted as a kill, which is kind of hard to understand, but essentially you need to get a pilot snipe in order to actually get... Oh, what the fuck was that spotting? He was 0.4 kilometers away, dude. Bruh. I need a bit of speed here. Nah, I have no speed there. I tried to outroll, I could not outroll. But yeah, no, they essentially just... Yeah, they just made it easier to get kill stealers, but they made kill stealers count for less. They also made kills count for less unless the plane actually hits the ground and dies. They made it harder to kill people, and made it easier for dead people to be able to fire missiles off at people who are alive and kill them. It's a bit of a mess, to be honest. They implemented it so horribly as well, so I just don't like it. I will be the biggest hater of it for a while, so... Just got here, what did I miss? Crew lock. Now I'm playing Marag. Also, someone asked how you get this skin early. It's a custom skin. It is Taiwan. When Eurofighter, I don't care. Fix your game before you add Eurofighter, please. I do not want the Eurofighter's radar array and Eurofighter's missiles in this current meta. It would just suck shit. Don't you love when the community asked them to fix damage, so instead they added a whole new mechanic? Yeah. Seems like all the other content creators love the severe damage mechanic, though. Yeah. Lee was the only one who actually gave a fairly objective review of it, in my opinion. A lot of the other content creators, even the ones who I would usually agree with, have sort of... It feels like they've just sort of taken the narrative that Gaijin wants them to and ran with it a little bit, but... Fair enough, I would also do the exact same shit for clickbait. I would just do it in the opposite direction. I've been saying it since they first announced the idea. Yeah, same. I've been against it, just not vocally. Now I am being against it vocally because it's in the game, and I realize, oh shit, I should have been more vocal. So... How do you play 10-7 without flares? Strap some Zunis onto your airframe and use them as flares. That's essentially all you can do. If not, just try to stay as fast as possible and keep as wide of a berth as you can around the all-aspect slingers. Other than that, just pray. Depends on what 10-7 you're in. If it's the one SU-17 M3, I think is the one without flares, just don't play it. 'Cause it's horrible. Ready, guys? You ready to watch the 2-minute commute of the Matra 530? Alright. Good game. Why improve the game when we can just add Eurofighter? That was a Python. I thought the F4S launched it. SU-17 M2, actually. I haven't, like, looked at any of them, so I don't know and also don't care. Missile wanted to swim, true. It was a hot day. Oh yeah, it is the M3. Oh, it's the Squadron one that doesn't get flares. No, it does get flares. Oh, they moved the M2 down. That's good. It is the M2. I might have said M4. I don't even know, to be honest. What 10-7 doesn't have flares then, actually? I think they're all 10-3, right? Right? Actually curious now. Which one is it? This one gets flares. Yeah. You're 10-3 now. These are all 10-3. You don't... Your 10-7 gets flares. There's no 10-7 without flares here. These guys get flares. Yeah. I don't think there is one. You have flares. Yeah. Yeah, I think the highest you can go without flares is 10-3, not 10-7, but... Yeah, interesting. I'm still confused on why crew lock is a thing. So am I, dude. I'm confused so much in this game, but... yeah. What do you think about adding a new rank 8 premium jet? Gaijin wants money. Gaijin is going to get money. That's it. There's no deeper meaning of, oh, they're adding rank 9 soon, guy. No. They want money. They wanted to make a 12.0 a premium. They wanted to add it at rank 8. They added a 12.0 as a premium at rank 8. They charged $75 for it. Gaijin. I mean, it's not a shock. Another operation? No, it's not operation. Operation Battle for Vietnam is the small one. Operation Vietnam is the big one. So this one's fine. Most pay-to-win game ever. It's not even pay-to-win. Like, it's literally just Gaijin wants money. They will like, allow you to spend money if it decreases time. It's not that the premiums are significantly, like, better than anything else. Oh, okay, you can make that for... You can make that case for some planes like the XB50, but you can still kill premium planes. It's not like they're pay-to-win. They don't give you a notable advantage. And it's not designed to be pay to win either. If they do, it's literally just Gaijin being lobotomites and balancing off statistics. So things like the XB50 have a much lower KD, even though they're very good, just because a bunch of lobotomites buy the plane and have no idea what to do with it. So... like paying to suffer more because you're still dead and out $75. Thoughts on the fuel slider? That's probably the one good change of the update, to be honest. I'm happy with the fuel slider. It's quite neat. I do hope I think the Draken's getting fuel tanks as well. I've heard from the grapevine that it is, which will also be very cool. I would love for it to get the fuel tank pylons, so I can not run out of fuel every 5 seconds in this thing. And also they added the burner tiers as well on the top left. They added burner percentages, which are very neat. Very surprising to see how none of the air creators have streamed the dev server, because there's nothing for air. Like, we have the F-20. That's it. Maybe Alpha Jet, but it's 9-0 on a ground strike. That's it. It's just the F-20. That's all. That's all there is. There's not even a reason to really stream it. Like, this is a much more of a ground update than air. They just added the 1 air premium to feed the horde of US mains. And then... went on to, yeah, release a bunch of ground stuff. VF109C1, oh wow, a 1.7 prob, which is just going to be dunking on children and won't really change the game in any meaningful way at all. The Fox 3 is the best thing being... oh, the Fox, sorry. Is that the name for the little British car? I did a bad financial decision. Please don't tell me you pre-ordered the F-20. Oh no. Yeah. I don't even have to perma it because I'm pretty close. That actually released at such a good time though, because I wanted to make a 7.7 Aussie Centurion lineup, and I was like, I don't really want to use the AML 90. I wish there was another light tank that I could get. Literally as I was thinking it, Gaijin adds it. Baller. I'm very happy with it though. But yeah, the Fox is neat. Little car. Spelled that wrong. Goodbye. What do you think about the Fox 3 missiles in the dev server? I haven't even tried it yet. I've got no idea. You should know I despise her. I bought the Leo. Okay, good, good. I was almost tempted to buy the Merkava, but I was like, nah, I'll leave it. Mostly just because of the Battlehawk. Honestly, I think that might be one of the coolest vehicles being added this update, but I haven't seen anyone mention it yet. Because, I mean, Gaijin hasn't mentioned it either. It just sort of, like, appeared in the Israeli tree. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. And they say CC's doing influence the game. No, we don't. We have no power. The most we've done is get real shadow removed until they added a bug, which added a pack, which they just never really officially fixed. Hit. Okay. Yep. I should learn my lesson and not stick that close to people when I want to take gunshots, just because I cannot aim this gun. Close range. Me when 600-meter convergence with a gun on the far right of my airframe just does not work. The Mika's kind of insane. The others are very difficult to avoid just by not flying low. Alright. That was an A-10. I don't know why I read that chat message and thought, oh, I have to fly low to dodge this missile as well. The actual smoothest brain thing I've ever done. Holy shit. Turn convergence off? No. Convergence off would make it so much worse because it would just go straight, not even, like, in any. HMD for Apaches? Yeah, thank you, thank you. Hold on, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I have a little list of stuff which I want to request for this month's test drives, and I was gonna try to learn the Apache and Sim, because it actually sounds really fun, and I'm getting kind of bored of ARB. And literally, as I was thinking of doing that, they just added the new HUD to it, and I was like, oh, sweet, hell yeah. So I am going to put one of those on my little list to request, and you just reminded me to do that, so thank you very much. But yeah, no, Apache HUD is sick. The Battlehawk, the Apache HUDs, the little Fox. Israeli Blackhawk is kind of insane. 16 spikes, I saw that, dude. It's very, very quirky, for real, for real. And it has the chin-mounted cannon as well, so... Like, it seems like a very cool helicopter. I almost want to get the Israeli ground premium so I can grind to it, because that actually looks very sick. Because for those of you who do not know, Black Hawk is my favorite helicopter, easily, so... Battlehawk looks very, very cool. Funny French. Of course I read that as the stupid TikTok word, but yeah, the 20 mil. Very quirky. Can TCs request permanent premium packs? Yes, but you have to be high tier, so... The Merc Mark III is very good. Yeah. I've been tempted to, I'm tempted to pick it up as one of my permas for the update. I think that would be kind of baller. Because for this month, I'm going to grab the, Harrier GR7 and the Chally DS. I might grab, like, an the 11.0 Premium and, like, maybe... I don't know what I'll do for the other one. So I don't really need to perma the Fox. I don't know if I want to get... I don't really care about the Christian. I don't care about the what's it called? The Type 90. I was also thinking of the Type 90, but at the same time I have a 9.3 loadout already for I have a 9.3 loadout already for what's it called? Japan. And I've been tempted to, you know how I did the little funny video, the most recent video. I spent $500 and beat War Thunder or whatever. I'm really tempted to do $1,000 and beat War Thunder and just do Japan ground as a video. depending on how well this one does, and it's looking to be doing very well so far. It has kind of fallen off a little bit. I'll see how it does long term, but I'm very tempted to do that for ground now, because it is pretty cool. Type 90 is good, but no both of you. Type 16, Type 74G, yeah. I was mainly thinking of adding it in for when I do get an 11.0 Japan lineup, but I don't think at that point I would really need a premium, because they have like 3 other 11.0s, as well as the funny 9.0 IFV and the Type 16s, so I don't really think I'll need another backup for that lineup. That's cool. Good. Do not stress. I don't know. I'll see. I get a couple of permanent unlocks for this update. I'm not really sure what to grab still. I'm not going to get the F20 because I don't need it, and I don't really care about it as a plane that much. By doing 100 matches with the F104, I was going to, but then the video series also just fucking tanked. Like, both of them have become my worst performing War Thunder videos by far. Like, by a very large milestone as well, so I don't think I'm going to. Just because it would be a large time investment, and I really wouldn't get much out of it anyways. And I also kind of hate the game as well. And like half the F104s are the exact same thing, so I also don't really care that much, but... Nope. You were not spotted at all. Quirky. Worst bit about the F20 would be the level 69L spamming. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm very much expecting to get team killed a lot more at 12.0 now. That's literally the most the F20 is going to add to the game for me. So, how many points do you have on the event? 458,000. Only reason I would get Type 90 is because my brain is funny yellow premium color, like just looks good in lineup. I did the exact same thing with the Germany Leo, to be fair, so... Somebody else as well, why I was using stealth belts on the J35XS. I don't like the tracers. I think the tracer belts are kind of shit. I've gotten used to learning the stealth belts. So I'd much prefer to use the stealth belts on this jet, so... I can aim decently well with the stealth belts, and the shots which I can't aim for, I wouldn't be able to hit any better with the tracers, so... Should I use air belts or ground belts on the F104? Any plane that is a Vulcan, just run air. FRE on the Swedish tree, I got 3 planes left. I'm always kind of demotivated to start a new plane, so I figured I'll just do it on stream. I got the MiG-21 Bis last night, and I unlocked... So I now only have the last strike Viggen, the J37D, and the Gripen left, so... Getting there. Also full up tier as well, by the way. Kind of baller. Those are CS4s, yeah. Have you tried the Gustav? What? You mean the 109G? F104G? There's a couple Gustavs, but none that really spring to mind, but... F104 ASA gameplay. 1, I don't have it because I haven't grinded Italy at all. 2, I don't care about it. 3, I kind of have a plan for this stream. I'm not just taking plane requests like the other streamers, so... Have you tried the F8U and is it any good? I have tried the F8U and I don't like it just because wing rips. For those of you who don't know, if a plane can wing rip, I will wing rip in it a lot. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's the YIT, F-15, F-14s, fucking MiG-23s, Tornadoes, like, I will just rip in it all the time. And the F8U is one of those planes which rips a lot, so I just don't play it because I rip a lot in it. The F8E is a lot better in my opinion, just because, well, it doesn't rip a lot, so... Should I buy a premium? No. Played 100 games in every Viggen? No, that series is dead. said that a couple times. I will not be continuing with it. If anybody would like to pick it up, go for it. It's pretty mid, but you can have it. I recently started playing a new game instead of War Thunder, but it's still published by Gaijin. Because Crossout's dead and the other game is not out yet. I'm going to assume you mean Enlisted, which I also kind of hate. I think it's pretty mid, but have fun. Enlisted is at least better than War Thunder from what I've heard. As far as, you know, things like game balance go. So. You are playing Crossout, okay. The game there's not a lot of active players, but if you enjoy it, go for it.
Take him down.
Take him down. Don't bully the poor FRS, he just wants to get a base. Look at him. Poor little guy. Yeah, like shots like that I miss with stealth, I don't think I would hit with traces either because it's fairly high deflection shot, so... I have good enough muscle memory to sort of learn how guns work even with stealth belts, so if a gun has well-performing stealth belts, I would just rather use them over the traces. The other guns which have stealth belts, like the Falcon, they just don't really work very well. You're not going for me. You are going for me. Okay, I'm not turning back in for you, because you're going to launch a 9J or 9E at me. I don't know what variant of F5 you are. Ah, noted. F4S beamed me with a radar missile, I'm guessing. It was an F-14, joy. Having no RWR is very quirky. Very cool. I played 100 times with my balls through. Did you ever play World of Warships? No. I might if I get another sponsorship from them. I think they asked me to, but I just had other things going on at the time. But they ask me to again, I will. Should have attacked the D point. True. Why didn't I think of that? Damn. Crossout's not bad, yeah. Probably one of the best Gaijin games, but there's not a huge player base, which is unfortunate. Plans for future videos? I have like 3 pre-recorded, which I gotta finish. Let's think. What are they? I have 250 hours of ground, which I have to edit. I'm almost done with 1,000 hours. Recording footage for 1,000 hours. I've got to get top tier and play some games in it for 500 hours of ground. I have a Minecraft video pre-recorded, which I have to edit, but I'm lazy and I want to do a Terraria video also at some point. So, that is the current schedule. Should I run Phoenixes on the F-14A? Personally, the only thing that set the F-14 apart from any other plane was the Phoenixes, so I would always run 6 of them, and I found it very funny. I also got some very funny 6 feeds with them. Even with the A's as well. It's really comedic. I think it's a very funny missile, and I like using a lot of them, but I know the meta strategy is just run all Sparrows. All 4 Sparrows, 49H, but... Gaijin has to add 10v10? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna, but I kind of hope they do. How many hours a day do you play? Sometimes it's 6 or 7, other times it's 0. It entirely depends. Don't really have a set schedule. It's just kind of like how much of the game can I tolerate on a given day. Usually is not a lot, but depends. Oh, I'm tired still. Gaijin needs to reduce battle size in terms of players. Yep, they 100% need to. ARHs and 16v16 lobbies are going to be awful. Even worse than awful, I would say. Be absolutely miserable. Gaijin never adds anything the community wants to if it doesn't make them money. True. I mean, they're very adamant against adding lower player counts, which is kind of interesting. Because I'm not sure how much I can disclose, but I think I can say that a lot of content creators who have more direct contacts with Gaijin, not contacts, but like contact with Gaijin, all do not want higher player count games, but Gaijin doesn't really want to listen to them, or at least has not made any visible signs of acknowledgement like they did with things like Real Shadow. So I have a couple game theories as to why, both relating to wanting to make games lower skill so that players who buy premiums can do better, obviously, because it's a lot lower skill to get kills. Another one is that they don't want the more less player counts would mean more matches, meaning more servers to host said matches, meaning they would have to spend more money on the servers. Is another game theory. There's a couple more which kind of go from reasonable to complete fucking schizo. I'm about to die to like 7 million F5s because, yeah, gaming, so. No, never mind, I outrun them. Look at how many of them. Christ, that is a rat horde and a half. These are the moments where I wish I was in a Kafir Canard so I can just like point my nose up and then escape them all, but I just kind of got to chug along. That one's tracking his teammates. Nice one. Not see you at all. Not sure why you didn't just launch a radar missile at me, but interesting. In prop, 16v16 is fun. If guns did damage, I would agree, but at the same time, you have to burn... Occasionally, you'll have to burn so much ammo killing one person that you can't even, like, get high kill games because of that. Like, especially the Hisparcos before they improved the Real Shadow effect on them, before they improved the fragmentation, which is atrocious. That was a horrible display. On my end, I literally just pulled straight into him. I don't know what I thought was going to happen there, but... Alas, no brain as per usual. But I feel like 12v12 is the sweet spot for props, and then 10v10 and 8v8 is the sweet spot for top tier. Or jets. I think would be cool, but... They should add 20v20, true. Wouldn't lower play counts of matches mean quicker battle queues? Yeah, it would, which is the reason they gave against battle rating compression. Which is interesting. Surprised he outturned you? I was pretty slow, so... The F5s don't really lose speed. They're just kind of rats. If you get an F5 on your 6 in this thing and you're not going fast, there's not very much you can really do. Like, if you can't outrun them, if you're not going fast, you can't outrun them and you can't reverse them, so you just kind of have to stick the fight and hope they're lobotomized, but I just played that wrong, so... It's stream, I really don't care. I don't play well. Does the J35XS have traces yet? It does, I don't use them. I think they're stupid. Like the video of you Cobra. That's a good word to add to the little ban list, I think. That word annoys me sufficiently. Let me see. Cobra. There we go. Gorgeous. Do you have a Discord? I do. It's linked in the description if you would like to join. A bit of a shithole sometimes, but I'm there quite often. So... if you keep your speed up in an F5, you'll win pretty much everybody in a dogfight. Yeah. The F5 will outrate virtually anything except the MiG-23 in the matchmaker that it sees. I think Hunters will also give it a run for its money, but it has very, very good energy retention. You can kind of use it against them in certain situations where you just dump all of your speed and then they hold theirs and they fly out in front of your nose and you can get a gunshot. But if they bleed to like a medium speed, then you can't really do that because you'll just sort of end up sitting slow very close in front of them. And then you just kind of die. So it is very hit or miss against F5s, especially in this thing. Need the tracer to bite me on the Anger non-premiums. I still can't aim for shit. That's fair. I played a ton of games in the SK60 before this, which kind of gave me an idea of how guns work. Granted, at a lot slower of a pace, so I still miss a lot of shots, especially the deflection shots. But I have a decent idea of how they work. I also just aim everything like it's a Vulcan, and this thing is nothing like a Vulcan, so... I mean, to be fair, most of my kills just come from missiles anyways, so... and most of my deaths. Did not see him, I'm not gonna lie. I presume he was just behind me. I might have zoned out. He might have been unspotted. Who knows? Who cares? Next game. Anyone noticed that critical hit this update doesn't mean shit? They just fuck the severe damage. I don't really want to go into it anymore. I can't be bothered, but... now we have the F20 coming up, so that's a haha moment. Nah, well, the F16 is still better than the F20, so it doesn't matter that much. F16 still rolls most things at this battle rating in a 1v1, so... don't think the F20 would be good as people think, because 12.0 and AIM-9L ain't too good. People think it's good. I thought they were just, like, hyped about the plane itself, not the kit or anything. I think it's literally just the same shit as the F111 or the, what's the other plane that was really hyped? I forget the name of it. I don't remember. It's gone. It's just... it's gone from my brain now. Brain smooth, but... essentially... I don't think people are hyped because they want the plane to be good. I think they're just hyped because the plane is coming to the game. Like, they just want to play it. And that's essentially it. I was disappointed when I saw the F20 was a premium. I honestly don't care, so skill issue. I get to point and laugh. Another up tier, but not full, I see. Why do you have a preset called homosexual and femboy? It's Sweden, why do you think? It's fitting. I had to give them fitting names, obviously, so... F15? Yeah, that's the other one, thank you. Thank you. I mean, a lot of people did bitch when the F15 wasn't very good, though, because that was the one which had, like, a good track record in real life, so they just, like, wanted it to be good as well, and then when they realized they couldn't use the Sparrows, they were like, oh, guys, it's not good. Quick, move it to 10.3. So... imagine Germany gets the F-20s and tech train, watch the American mains cry. Please, Gaijin, please. That would be hilarious. Please, do that. The F-15 had to be trash because if they gave it its real specs, it would have destroyed the game. No. You see, the problem is a lot of people always they see something that's good in real life and they expect it to be great in game. And the problem is War Thunder isn't a realistic game. It doesn't have a realistic physics engine and it doesn't model planes realistically. They outsource them from other people. At the end of the day, War Thunder is a video game designed to make Gaijin Entertainment money. That's it. They don't care about how well a plane performed in real life relative to the game because they don't care enough to model that correctly. I don't think anybody saying, oh, but this plane isn't realistic enough should be a good argument. In my opinion, they should just balance everything based on the game values, not on historical things. And everyone who says like, oh, the F-15 is better in real life, oh, the Gripen is worse in real life, oh, this, that, I don't care. This game is not realistic. This is not real life. This is War Thunder. This is a video game where things from World War II see MiG-20... fucking... what's it, MiG-23 BNs? Yeah. Like, it should... I think the Gripen is probably the worst failure. I think the Gripen should not have got the BOL pods, and the Gripen should not have the flight performance it does. I think the plane should be balanced off of War Thunder and whatever Gaijin dictates. Like, I think it's good that they gimped the Su-27's flight model so that things actually have a way of killing it, so it isn't just a 10-missile, like, overpowered flight model as well. I think it's good they gimped the F-15 so we didn't have an obnoxiously strong fighter in the game, and I think they should have done the same thing with the Gripen's flares so we don't have just, like, an unkillable... the plane which is unkillable to IR missiles, which is the single most potent missile type in the game right now. I think Gaijin should just balance things based on the game values and not on real life, and I think anyone expecting things to be good in game because they were good in real life is stupid and out of touch, so... yeah, there's my little rant for the day over. Glad I got that out of my system. If Gaijin makes their game good, I'll take my crush out. Dude, I hate to break it to you. That might not be happening. Oh, God. Whoop. I get head-on R60. Checks out. Alpha Jet is 9.0. Yeah, it has no guided weaponry, so it kind of sits well there. It is MiG-23 BN, but just less in most aspects. There's not really much I can do against those guys aside from just not taking the head-on, but I just smooth-brained too much, so... the fact that the ME-163 can face starfighters is stupid. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, so. People in War Thunder chat complaining about realistic VR matchmaking before GTA 6. True. The ME-262C2 will now be able to face a 1980s plane. That is actually pretty funny. Why'd you start by maining Germany? I don't know. I thought the 109s looked cool. That's it. That's the only reason I chose it. Everyone thinks there's some sort of deeper meaning. I didn't do research. I didn't care. I just went, ooh, 109. That looks cool. I'm going to do this one. I was close to doing Britain for the Spitfires, to be honest. I think everything should be good in its battle rating. Everything should be able to kill everything. I mean, it is like that currently. I just think that you should... the problem is everything should be balanced, not based on statistics, which is what Gaijin wants to balance from. And it just doesn't really work very well. I know what you're saying, how it shouldn't be balanced based on realism, and I completely 100% agree. I think balancing based off of realism and based off of historical matchmaking and shit is a horrible idea. But I do think they should move away from statistics-based balancing as well to, like, having an actual team to do it so the gameplay, like, flows well and it makes sense. But, you know. The average stat-based virgin versus the Giga Chat, it looks cool. So true. That's very base. That is just me, like, with literally everything in this game. Does it look cool? If so, I'll play it. If not, I won't. It's why I haven't touched any Russian jets, so... or Russian planes in general. I thought you were a Varibu? God, no. Hell nah. I just went, this plane looks cool. I honestly don't care about the Tigers, and I don't care about a lot of the World War II tanks either, but... I really don't care about a lot of the historical aspects of the game, too. I really just play the game because video game. I enjoy playing video games. IMO stats-based balancing should be for sim. No. Even in Sim, you have the same plane at different BRs. Like, Sim is the example of why it shouldn't work at all, if anything. But if the SU-30 comes with thrust vectoring, what would good keybinds be? That is a roller coaster and a half. If it did come with thrust vectoring, I presume they would just add it so, like, with mouse and keyboard aim, I don't think they would actually make you use a different set of keybinds for, like, the current thrust vectoring aircraft we have now, because it's not two-dimensional, if I remember correctly, but just use your regular keybinds, and also it's not in the game yet, and it's not even close to being in the game yet. So maybe wait for it to be in the game, and then you can kind of evaluate what's happening with it, instead of just going, oh, modern plane, how do I use modern plane in current game, which it isn't in. Like, oh, calm down. Wait for Gaijin to get there. Don't worry. The F-20 seems like it's going to be kind of trash, not gonna lie. It has no flares. Huh? That's 45, I'm pretty sure. 45 of each, if you run mixed. I believe. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it definitely has flares. Hello, buddy. Oh, you're dead. Watch this. I get to steal it now because critical damage. Lol. He didn't get critical damage for that. Oh. To whoever's kill I just stole, I'm very sorry. Critical damage will fix kill stealing, guys. Also just immediately pulls that shit out of a hat. Bruh. Wild. That didn't fuse. I'm gonna pull up a fire on myself. I'll take, but I don't like the F-20 personally. Me neither. I really just don't care about it. I think people are making a fuss over something that doesn't deserve it. Now I can do that and it will work. There we go. But yeah, no, severe damage. That guy was flat spinning. He was missing a wing. He had no chance of even recovering. That guy only got a crit for it. He didn't actually get severe damage, so I just gave him a regular assist. So, who even was it? Oh, it was an F-111. Never mind, I don't care then. Skill issue. Do you play on console or PlayStation, bruh? Might want to rethink your question. People are just too eager and hungry for top tier editions. Yep, I know. It's very annoying. I get quite annoyed at it because it does not make the game better. Oh, we actually hit that deflection shot and it just gives a hit because it was a what's it called round? It was an AP round. I'm yoinking this one. I really don't care that much because I feel like I've been robbed from that gunshot. That did not give either of us severe damage, by the way. We just got a critical hit. So yeah. Severe damage will fix kill stealing, guys. We alive? We actually are alive. Interesting. Did not expect to survive that. I lost control, or is the plane just doing plane things? The plane is just doing plane things. No, we're good. We're chilling. It's fine, chat. It's fine. Oh, that's the wrong way. Hold on. Look at us. We ball. Skill issue? What do you mean I didn't die? I'm fine. Is there any way to actually recover from this? Hold on. Which way do I need to pull? I think it should be this way. I don't think this is recoverable, actually. I have become flying air brake. Let's go. Oh, I could have just cut throttle. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh well. Amusing. I don't think the blade adds flap. I think it is just one big elevator. Do you play on console or computer? PC. I don't know any YouTubers who play on... Sorry, any good YouTubers who play on console, so... Thoughts about the new missiles? There are none. If you mean the Fox 3s, they're not in the game yet, and I haven't tried them out on the dev server, so... $262 moment? Real. Ultra autism. Plane wanted to do spin. Trepcast is seething right now? What? Does he play on console? Really? Actually? Or did I say something else? I think Trepcast plays on PS4. Never mind. There is one popular YouTuber who does play on console then. Trepcast is PC as well. Okay. I got into a game with him, but I don't remember if he had the little controller icon or not. No, Trepcast is PC as well? Okay. Or did I just read that comment? I might be retarded. I hope you know I'm gonna clip that and put Funky Town over it. Go for it, please. That's hilarious. I think he plays on PC and uses a PlayStation controller? Yeah, I figured. Considering you can't actually edit gameplay on a PS4, well, not well anyways, I don't think any YouTuber would really play on console, so... It's kind of a redundant question. If you ask that to every YouTuber, I guarantee you 99% of them, large YouTubers, good YouTubers, whatever you want to say. Any YouTuber with over 10k subscribers, I guarantee you they're going to say PC. So... That is a radar missile. Not for me, though, fortunately. Hello, Mr. F4S. I will be saying hello with a 9 Julian. Let's go. I'm going to start calling these AIM 9 Julians for the rest of the stream, because I feel like that would be funny. Imagine if I hit that keyboard shot, that would have been nasty. The F4E go. Oh, he's chilling over there. This is a bad spot to be in, but I also don't really care. So. Is that for me? Nah. Hey, buddy. Oh, lost track for a second. Unlucky. Oh, that's an ADV. Okay, I should be a bit scared then. Alright, he just literally vanished. Spontaneously combusted at the sight of a MiG-21. King Julian can move it, move it. Is that a reference to anything? No. It's just my brain cells going wee. Autism brain running at... Oh my god, peak speed. Speaking of peak speed, Gaijin's servers are off the charts right now. F111 in his natural habitat over there, as usual. Might be able to get a 9 Julian off on this F5 if he's distracted. I'm probably not using the budget HMD. A little bit too high. I couldn't quite pull in there, and I don't know if that was the rudder or elevator, but I've had that happen to a couple shots now. weird quirk of the plane, but not like as bad as anything like the P2's rudder, so it's actually all right. Were Gaijin's servers ever on the charts? No. True. Gaijin trying to find the single most shit server provider to get servers for War Thunder be like. You think Sweden should have got the C variant in this update? No. The only difference currently between the... I think Sweden shouldn't have got the, I don't know if that gets their own type, but I want to see. No M9 Julian for me. Sad. Essentially, I don't think Sweden should have got the upgrades to the A that essentially turned it into a C, because now the only difference between the C and the A is just that the C gets active radar homing missiles and the A doesn't. And they were planning on adding the active radar homing missiles this update, except they decided to go back on that, I think, and they put them on the dev server instead for everyone to test out. So essentially, the only difference between the A and the C right now would be the active radar homing. So if you got the C this update, nothing would change. It would be the exact same as this plane, the literal one-to-one copy. So it's useless right now. Make the goofy robot voice. I can't do that on command. It's just like a bug with the coXLR. I can't magically make it happen. It's very weird. Terraria stream was cancelled because you were sick. Oh, don't worry. I got plans coming up. Opinions on the severe damage update? I don't like it at all. I think a lot of content creators like it, but I kind of hate it. Because they essentially, the community asked for them to increase gun damage to stop. Well, they essentially asked to increase gun damage. They did that, and then they reverted it with a bug, which they never fixed. And then essentially the community started saying that, well, there's a problem because now we're getting, now things aren't doing consistent damage and we're getting our kill stolen. So instead of Gaijin fixing gun damage or adding a assist counts as kill system, both of which would have been more than adequate solutions, they decided to add an overcomplicated mechanic. The only issues with kill stealing were the fringe cases to where you would get a critical hit and the plane would be flat spinning or spinning out of control or on fire like it was going to die, and then the teammate would fire an air-to-air missile at it, right? Essentially, that hasn't been fixed. Those fringe cases are still very much there because literally like 2 games ago, somebody shot down an F-80. He was flat spinning. He was chilling in the air. I fired a 9J at him thinking they'd already got severe damage on him. They hadn't, and I just stole the kill accidentally, so the fringe cases are still there anyways. And they just made it worse for the main game now, because now it's a lot harder for planes to actually die. You can remove people's wings and they will just continue chilling. You can completely damage their engine, remove all control surfaces. They will still be alive, or counted as alive. So they can still launch missiles and stuff. And as well as that, now Gaijin can use this little mechanic as a crutch and essentially say, oh, well, we've already fixed this. We've already fixed kill stealing. We've already fixed that problem. We don't need to change gun damage, or we don't need to implement an assist counts as kill system anymore because we've already got this system and it works, even though it doesn't. That's why I'm so mad about this. I hate it a lot. I think it's very stupid, and I think it's a horrible decision on Gaijin's end. But that's just my opinion. A lot of YouTubers have been saying it's like another Gaijin L and players have taken another win, but I just don't agree at all. I think this was an excuse to essentially just patch the dogshit job they did of fixing real shatter. As well as that, I have a funny clip from last night, which I might show later on in the stream. There was an F4J who essentially a teammate had removed his wing and had gotten critical damage system. They'd gotten severe damage for him, and so they would have got the kill credit. So I decided, you know what? I'll try to finish off the plane. And so what I did was I fired a burst of gun round of the 30mm rounds into his 6. This is when it had the full HEI belt, so there were no armor piercing shells either. And it gave me a hit and set his engine on fire. And I was like, all right, then, well, I'll fire a 9 Julian, and that'll kill him, and I'll get the little thing, right? And so I fire a 9 Julian, and it gives me a hit. Not a critical hit, not a kill on the plane. It gives me a hit, and I think, that's bizarre. Surely another one will finish it, right? I fire another 9 Julian at him, another hit. And essentially, I was quite miffed at this at first, and then he bailed out, and I got a kill assist. So for anyone not keeping up, that gave me 50% of the rewards for a kill, but it didn't give me kill credit for it. It only gave me assist credit. If I had finished him off, I only would have gotten 40%, but I would have gotten the kill credited to my name as well as my teammates. So did I win or did I lose there? Like, it is such a confusing and convoluted system which doesn't fundamentally work. And I just don't think it should have been added. I genuinely just think we should have stuck with the one that we had because kill stealing was annoying in the fringe cases. You could have added maybe an assist counts as kill feature. You could have added more strict bailout features to where it counts as a kill more strictly, to where if you have a wing removed, you're just dead and you can't return to base, or at least it gives players the kill credit consistently. But they just didn't really do that. So in my opinion, it's just a horrible implementation of a mechanic, and it doesn't really fix any of the problems. So 9 Julian? Yeah, that's what I'm calling the 9Js this stream. 9 Julians. I think it's very funny. Especially in that explanation. King of Yapsville? My guy, you joined a free stream. What do you think? I'm just going to sit here and play the game in silence? No. I want to be entertaining, so... Sounds cool. 9 Julians can replace. Alright, baller. Let's go. Have you tested the Fox 3s on the dev server? No. Wham. Oh, I went for flares. Bad. We got F-14 aid from behind. Oh, unlucky. Oh, wait, no, that was a random FIV then. Never mind. Why is the streamer talking? I thought this was professional gameplay only. Obviously, dude. How dare I try to entertain chat on my own stream? When was the alpha jet added? It has not been added yet. It's on the Dave server, but if I go to the German tech tree, no alpha jet. Also, I don't know why they're adding it here. It seems very cursed placement in my opinion, but they might be adding later variants, which would be baller. How dare you be a good streamer? True, true. My bad, guys, my bad. I'm gonna go silent for the next 10 minutes. You guys are enjoying this thrilling gameplay? Very funny. Proper streaming experience, that's what I'm saying. Listening to a loading screen in complete silence, that's what Twitch streaming is supposed to be. Not even Twitch, but just streaming is supposed to be like. Why are you talking stream ruin plus ratio? True, this guy fell off. For real, for real. I swear he's going to bitch about the severe damage. I thought you were joking that entire time. You're just a lobotomite. We are here for the yapping and gorgeous gameplay, not to sit in solidarity. I believe you misspelled silence, but yeah, true. I will bitch about the severe damage, and there is absolutely nothing you can do to stop me. If you don't like it, leave. Anyways. But yeah, no, I am a figment of all of your imagination. You're all just going schizophrenic. You're welcome. Man, that actually ruined my flow now. Bruh, that's annoying. It's so peaceful or real. Is jets fun? Yeah, I would say they're more fun than props. I like it when you talk because I have human interaction. True.
I agree.
Simulating human contact. I almost have a British crew at level 100. Very based. This is definitely a moment of all time, indeed. Best starter jets in your opinion? I would personally say the F-80 because it teaches you how to play against... I was giving like a full ChatGPT answer. Hold on, let me... let me actually tune my voice correctly. F-80 is good because you have to... Essentially, you gotta think about your opponents. You don't have a set advantage like the F-84 does. It's just speed over everything else. The F-80, you have to think about your opponent. For example, if you're facing an SK-60, you have to energy trap them. If you are facing something like an F-84, you have to try to outturn them or bait them into a dogfight. And that sort of thing. Like, you gotta think about who you're facing, and you gotta try to find what advantage you have over them, and then execute that perfectly to be able to get kills. And it teaches you a lot about jets, which is good. MiG-15 is typing. That is not a starter jet. A starter jet is like the first jet you unlock. It has to be not the first jet you play, but unlock. And this is not a rank 5 jet. It's like one of the first lines. So like, for example, the 262 is considered a starter jet. The ME-163 is not, even though it is rank 5. If it is the rank 5, that is. I haven't actually looked at it in ages. I should actually pay attention to the game for a second here. Immediately as I say that, I put someone on my 6, and I get magic food from the front. Yeah, I put myself into a dog shit spot there. I'm lucky. So, for example, a starter jet in the Swedish texture will be any one of these. This, or this. This would not be a starter jet. This would not be a starter jet. This would not be a starter jet. So personally, I think this guy is the best, or one of the best. Banshee's also pretty good too. Germany doesn't have any good ones. SU-9 is alright as well from what I've heard. MiG-9 early is just dog shit. Same as the Yak-15 is quite hard to play. Meteor's another good one actually. It's not good like overall, but it's still a pretty fun jet to play. Lol. F-84... The Sabre is a starter jet. That's bizarre. That boggles my mind. Anyway. I had a great time in the Meteor? Yeah, Meteor's pretty based. MiG-9 is fun. The MiG-9 late is fun. The early is... ooh. If I'm going schizo, I think your voice and Orion Berries would be the best voices to hear. True. If I could have any voice in my head, it would be Ryan Berries. Starter jet is the first one you get, and the F-4S might be a starter jet of multiple people. That's actually a very good point. I didn't think of that. Where are you from in Australia? I've lived kind of a bit all over the place. I would say the place that I would call the home the most is southeast Queensland, in probably the Gold Coast. Brisbane's quite nice as well. But definitely one of those sorts of... Definitely one of those two. I lived in Western Australia as well as more rural New South Wales and did not particularly like either of those. Gladstone, I also lived there for quite a bit, but I never really Never really. Oh yeah. Nah, wasn't my favorite. So. I don't know why, but whenever I have to write an essay, I make the voice in my head Matt Pat. That is fucking hilarious. I do the exact same thing as well. I will. Yes, 100%. Whenever I try to write an informative video script, I just hear Matt Pat's voice in my head. It's gold. I love it. Want to live in Sydney? Sydney's alright. I would say just don't go... Try to go a little bit more into the suburbs of Sydney because downtown is a little bit not the best, not the nicest in my opinion, but yeah, Sydney's pretty good. Being everywhere, indeed. I mean, there's only so many places you can really visit in Australia, so... Now you live in God's gift of Texas, true. I actually quite like it here. Texas is a pretty good place. Gold Coast is the best, true. Opinion on FNAF? I never played it. I never liked it. Australia be like City 1, City 2, emptiness. Australia has a lot of... It's fairly populated along the coast. You'll find a lot of towns and like small towns, bigger cities, that sort of thing along the coasts. The moment you go inland, there's nothing. Like there's usually like a mountain range separating the coast from the rural areas and most of the fairly populated countries. I think Sydney has, what was it? Sydney's the Glasshouse Mountain Range or something, and then Southeast Queensland is like the Gold Coast hinterland area. But once you pass that mountain range, there's just nothing. Like you'll find a couple farms and then just dead. Everything is gone. Oh, you came from behind. Suspicious? I did a little eyebrow motion in real life, but I realize you guys can't see me now, so I feel very stupid. What would you rate Sydney out of 10? Probably like a 5. Above? Not see him. Was above. Makes sense. Glass Mountains of Brisbane and Sunny Coast, are they? I'm pretty sure it's primarily New South Wales, but I'm looking it up now. Oh no, it is, my bad. What was Sydney then? What was the one by Sydney? Oh, Glasshouse was between Sunny Coast and Brizzy, right. What was the map? Blue Mountains. Fuck, that's the one I was thinking of. My bad. Not the Glasshouse. Smooth Brain. I was going to say Blue Glass Mountains at first, but I was like, that's not right. That makes more sense. Is it true that you celebrate Christmas in July and Santa is a surfer bro and his reindeer are dolphins? I don't know who you heard that from, but no. That is a wild statement. Poland a lot better. You have femboys and a ton of alt-right activists, so nah. I have a friend who lived in Australia who was born in Poland, and he liked Australia a lot better, so... Does it snow on those mountains? You can get snow in a couple places in Australia, but it's quite rare. Yeah, if you want to find snow, you go to New Zealand though. It's much better. Poland copium, true. And China has more F5s in the tech tree than US. Unlucky. US still has more F5s in general, though, so... Are all the memes about Australia accurate? Nah, not all of them. The drinking ones, yes. Like, most adults in Australia are alcoholics. Like, it's quite incredible. A lot of the stereotypes of, like, the kangaroos and shit aren't really real. Snakes are fairly uncommon, but when you do find them, they are usually just, like, common house snakes, unless you live in more rural areas. My parents, we used to live in a rural area. We lived in the, it was when we lived in Hinterland off Gold Coast. It was about an hour's drive inland from Gold Coast. We had an esky, and essentially, the esky was very heavy as my parents were lifting it around, and they were like, this shouldn't be this heavy. There's nothing in it. They open it, just a huge fucking snake, like about 1.5 meters long. I think it was a python. It was one of the big boys, and it was terrifying, but we called the animal control. We got rid of it. It's all right. I almost got bitten by venomous snakes several times in both Australia and in Texas. About the same for both of them. Spiders actually are fairly common in Australia. Like, you will just see cobwebs everywhere. I almost touched a redback when I was very young by accident. Glad I didn't do that. But you do get a lot of spiders, so. More scared of a moose than spiders and snakes. True. I mean, most spiders and snakes are quite harmless, so it's not really that big of a deal. Also, kangaroos boxing is the stereotype that I don't agree with. It doesn't really happen. The most kangaroos are going to do, which will hurt you, is just like step out in front of your car and fucking dent the entire front of it. But other than that, they're very passive. And even if you do corner them, they'll just sort of like grab and then kick you. They're not actually like coordinated boxes or anything. And they don't really do that at all. Now we get third partied. I wanted to have a cool dog fight, but I could not. So unlucky. We could try to do the funny. I don't know who I just shot that at. Nah. Oh well. No fun for me, it would appear. So you're gonna hit the ground. Yeah. Smartest US, man. A moose will fuck you up? Yeah, unsurprising. I think probably the scariest animal in Australia are emus, because they are incredibly tough. And they are incredibly dangerous, because they have, essentially, a rock at head height, which they'll hit you very hard with, so. And they can outrun you. They can outrun everything. It's very scary. I could easily live in Australia. The only thing I'd have an issue with are the spiders. To be honest, the people are much worse than the spiders. I don't mind the spiders. They kill the mozzies. They get rid of the flies. The spiders are actually quite nice. Just the fucking people, dude, are a headache to deal with. You'll get either the really nice ones, and then just the actual brainlets. Absolutely fucking hate it when people say you lost a water emus to Australians. Yeah, I am Australian. I'm sure you could. I'm sure you know how mad I get at that, but, dude. Anybody who's asked, oh, but you lost a water emu. It's, yeah, incredibly oversimplified story of essentially just failed pest control. So. Is not really lost, but it's more gave up. It would essentially be it's essentially just saying like any other nation has lost in war to an invasive species. Like, no, not really. It was essentially just a method of pest control, so they didn't trample farmland. Like, it wasn't a war or anything. Thoughts on the premium tornado? It's mid. Why do Americans think we eat kangaroos? I actually have had kangaroo meat before. It's pretty nice. It's essentially just like lamb, but less tender. Surely most people know it was 3 guys and one machine gun trying to kill like 5,000 emus and aren't serious with it. No, most people don't. They think it's an actual war. Whenever... I've talked to a couple Americans over here about it, and whenever they say you lost a war to emus, they think what their first thought is like Australians bringing out Abrams to try to kill emus. Like, they do not realize it was ages ago. There was a couple of guys, like a couple of drunk guys armed with like a Lewis gun. No. It's like saying Florida lost a war to alligators, exactly. That was my first thought too. Exactly. Those Churchills didn't stand a chance, bruh. Us New Jerseyans lost a war to Poseidon. Oh my god. Thoughts on crocodile meat? I haven't tried it. I've heard it tastes like chicken, but I don't know how true that is. Guys, you need to add a new premium jet for Sweden? No, they don't. This thing's fine. This thing's more than fine, actually. Germany should get another one. UK should get another one. Italy should get another one. Sweden's fine. Is that a camo or skin? It is. This is the Dragon Knight skin for the Draken. Pretty neat. I don't even know where I got it from. I just sort of have it in my inventory, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll put it on. Any chance of you playing War Thunder with viewers? Nope. Never have, probably never will. Am I making comments? I'm from Kuwait. It's basically Death Valley heat. Yeah. I actually shouldn't stick this. Thank you. I'm gonna avoid that clump of enemies. Give me a second. I see a weird amount of F-104s when I play this thing. That's probably not going to reach, but I'll give it a shot. If he turns, it will. Nah, sustain's gone. If I didn't fumble my cursed HMD, I would have been able to get it. But I mistimed my shot. Unlucky. It's an F5E because that was an M9J. Don't team kill the J37. No, we're good. It's not going to kill him, but it's fine. You'll have games like this where you're just sort of useless. You'll just end up flying around trying to miss out people and not actually getting any off. But I mean, that's what happens when you only have rear aspects. J35 was sucks. Bruh. Are you like 10? This plane is very good. Let me see. I have a 243 kills, 114 deaths, over 153 games with a 60% win rate. And I used my brain for 0 of those kills. It is very good. Well, not very good, but it's pretty good for its battle rating. The Kafir Canard is better, but it's a bit more skill-based. So I don't think you would do much better on that. That was a smooth brain move on my end. I wanted to hit the shot, but I could not. Mum, there's a new premium in War Thunder. I need money. For real. Oh, crew lock. Right. Do I play Mirage or do I do J70? I don't want to do J7 actually, because I'll get into the hang of a better flight model. So, do I do an F-16 game? I'll do an F-16 game. Why not? Actually, the battle might have just ended. No. Average Swedish player. That is actually very true. I like it how half the chat is just saying skill issue to me dying, and then the other half is talking about Saab cars. It's hilarious. If there was anything to change about War Thunder, what would it be? Top 3 would be improve the spotting system, player count, reduce player counts, and make guns and missiles do get consistent kills, not just like give hits and be able to shrug off damage and things. So I used to be a car guy. I never was and never will be. Best German non-premium tier 5 plane. Smooth. Probably MiG-15 BIS if it is still tier 5. Honestly, I don't know which ones are tier 5 and which ones aren't now because I haven't played that tier in such a long time and they've moved everything around. Very annoying. It used to be the G91R3 in my opinion, but it's probably MiG-15 BIS now if it is still in tier 5. Have you ever played Lego? I played with Lego. I haven't played any of the Lego games. Swedish tanks OP, but in the air only the Gripen. Yeah, Sweden has some alright planes. You've got the SK-60, you've got the J35XS, the Pyromersky, and the 109s. But yeah, don't play Sweden if you don't want a good air nation. And no, Sweden doesn't need to get anything else good for air. Sweden's fine as it is. Just don't play it if you want to have a meta nation. So. Just got one shot on the Super Pershing by a saber round. Scale issue. Swedish tanks ain't any OP. Yeah, they have the best top tier. Well, one of the best top tiers, to be fair. It's just Germany, but better. Sweden has quite a few good tanks. I would say it's definitely one of the best ground nations. Oh god, we're not gonna have another skill-issued Sweden main coming and saying, no, Sweden's actually bad for ground. Wah. Leopard 2A7 is probably... Yeah, Leopard 2A7, I would say, is one of the single best top-tier tanks. But then the only problem with that is that Leopard 2A7 is really the only meta tank... Well, not meta tank. How do I explain this well? Essentially, you have the Leo 2A7 is better than the Swedish top-tier MBTs, but then you have all of the other Swedish top-tier MBTs and then the rest of the German tanks. Because Germany's like best backup tank is the 2A6, and Sweden just gets one of those, as well as like 2 or 3 other tanks which have spall liners and are just better, so... I would say Sweden is better than Germany for top tier, even if you don't have the 2A7V. Low tier Sweden without upgrades isn't easy to play. Brother, what are you smoking? You have the funny HE slingers and you have saber rounds at like reserve tier. It's so cursed. I've gone through a lot of low tier Sweden because I have friends who were playing low tier Germany at the time who don't play this game very much, and so I wanted to fuck around and play Sweden with them. And I did, and we had a ton of fun with it because I had the HE slingers and I just got to stomp everyone. And the little reserve tanks. It was so funny. But no, I think you're delusional. I don't really want to contest the Horde, so I'm gonna... It's not at me, right? No. Don't hit the ground. Why'd you hit the ground? Yeah, checks out. I don't know if that's a Sparrow or not, because RWR is gonna go apeshit. That wasn't a Sparrow. That was a... What? That was a Sparrow, but multipath just didn't... That was more than low enough for multipath. Interesting. If no fuel, did guys reset the fuel load? Bruh. If I could play one game without getting reset to min fuel, that would be amazing. Swedish tanks just don't support my playstyle, that's why I don't like them. If your playstyle is holding W, not many tanks do support that, but that's fair. I also didn't like a lot of the MiG-21s for that reason, but now I'm actually better at playing them, so... F4S or F5 for grinding. Keep in mind you've got the F20 coming soon as well. They're both alright. They're both pretty good. I would say if you want a plane which relies on its missiles, go for the F4S. You want a plane which relies on brainless activity, go for the F5C. Because you just... F5C has stupid good flight performance. F4S does not have good flight performance, but you have good missiles. They're just difficult to use, so... And F20 is kind of like a mix of the both now, so... F20 is going to be trash or cash, there's no in between. I think there is, and I think it's just going to be mid. Already bought the F4S, have fun then. F4S is boring though, and the fanboys have pissed me off. No, I quite like the F4S's playstyle just because you don't need to use any brain cells to be able to grind through the tree. I mean, I like that. I like that with most planes that I play. Like this. I don't mind the J35 because it's just like, use this, sling AIM-9 Julian, and then just do that over and over again, and it's quite easy to do. I used the tram for the US back when it was good. It was very, very good. Easy grind. So... There we go. Sorry. Something in my throat. 120 mil Conqueror APDS shell shattering on a Leopard 1 upper front plate. Yeah, that's a Sabo. 10-7 without flares is bad. Which 10-7 doesn't have flares? I literally just looked through all of them. I don't think there is a 10-7 with no flares. Which one is it? Which one is it? Tell me, please. When do you think the F-22 is going to come in? Hopefully never. F4 is really good. I don't own it, but the F4J is close enough. It's just boring, very point and clicky. Yeah, but I want that from a premium. I don't really want it to be some exciting plane to play. I just want to be able to sling missile, get kill, and just do that over and over consistently. And the F4S allows me to do that, so... I would rather that than like a plane which has good flight performance for grinding. Because with something with good flight performance, you still have to use your brain to play it. And it feels... it just feels like it gets tiring after a little bit. Chinese F-104 is 10-3 now, it's not 10-7. Same with the Su-17M2, it's also 10-3. Same as the Japanese one, it's also 10-3. I don't think there's any 10-7s with no flares. Gaijin moved all them down. I'm a little late, but since when does the A5C have flares? It always has, I'm pretty sure. %, chance the F-22 gets added into the game anytime this decade. They wouldn't give them information on it. They would just... Gaijin would just make up a ton of values and just go with that. Like, nothing about this game is really realistic anymore aside from the loadouts, which they could do, theoretically. But I'm going to go for this AMX, actually. They're usually quite easy kills, unless my team cleans them up first. When would you bring next to the game? I really don't want them to add any more new shit. I just want them to fix the game and make it fun before we get a ton of random new shit. So, like, I really don't care what planes they add to the game because I wouldn't find the game fun regardless, even if I had my favorite plane to play. So, me. Did not fire. He flat spun himself into oblivion. He will smack the ground now. Wait, did the canard reverse him? That is very funny if he did. Don't add new top tier, add more low tier stuff. No, I don't even want them to add more low tier stuff. I don't want them to keep adding new technology. I just want them to add stuff that we already have right now. Stuff like the T50 would be cool. Nope. Oh, I should have fired the 9J there because he snuck in and got the kill first. Unlucky. Yeah, a lot of your games will go like this where the team just gets cleaned up before you can actually really do very much. So. T-50? Yeah, the little South Korean trainer jet. Little mini F-15. F-16, sorry. Nice shooting. I was on my phone. No, it isn't the T-50. Plane. No, it is the T-50. The Kai T-50 Golden Eagle. Little trainer jet. Gaijin should also remove the XB-50. Meh. They should just remove its air spawn, to be honest. It'll be fine then, but... stat-based balancing, so no. I'm gonna... no. I literally cannot get a single kill on this thing because everybody dies before I get within range. This is a bra moment. There's a rocket pod on the J35. On the D, yes. On the XS, it doesn't need it. It has flares. I don't need to use... I haven't ran out of flares once in this thing. I don't need to use them very often. I've ran out of fuel a lot more than I have flares, which is interesting. Not how I thought my play time with this thing would go. Yeah, it does compress a little bit, actually. I was going to pull in there for a second, but it just wouldn't really move, so... T-50 would not fit in War Thunder, the FA-50 would? Yeah, sorry. That thing. You know what I mean, the T-50 flight model. I wouldn't necessarily care what variant, just as long as we get the plane itself in. Oh, I overled that shot a little bit. Unfortunate. Please let me get a shot on this guy. I just want to do something. I don't want to fly around the whole game. He takes a full commit head on, why wouldn't he? The Q5L has no countermeasures at 10.7. The Q5L does not sit at 10.7. It sits at 9.7. Ugh. I've literally used the Q5L fairly recently as well. For close air support. I just killed ground targets. Q5L is only 10.7 in arcade. Oh, arcade player point and laugh. Haha. Seven in sim. That would also make sense.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Somebody did not know how to chat spam and said the same question 20 times in a single message. By the way, if I do not read out your message, do not repeatedly spam it in chat because it's not going to make me read it out. Fun gamer fact. Alright, let's head back to base. Hold on. No fuel, I'm aware. Don't see that. Please don't see that. Let's go. He's not lost either. Interesting. Well, I'm dead then. See if I can glide before the teammates can get the last kill. He is in. He's just bombing. Bomb sled moment. Still playing? Indeed. Do you like to eat spam? No, I haven't had spam. Aim9 Julian's good. Yeah, Aim9 Julian's are fine at 10-7. Stuck in a 1v5 with enemies I can easily beat. My team got eviscerated, so I got overwhelmed. Yeah, that's fair. That sounds like your average War Thunder game, to be honest. How even is this guy? Probably an F111 player or something. Eh. What plane might he be playing? I don't even know. It doesn't look like he has any planes of this BR. Oh. He has been committing bomb run in F4S. I see. Like, I'd ask you what the AIM-9E would be called, and you say AIM-9E Julian. Just call every missile the Julian. That's just their new name. You should play the F111 Aardvark. I would rather end stream. AIM-9 Edgar, that's an alright one. I gotta find a suitable E name for the missile. Team, please take him down quickly. I'm not long for this world. Don't miss your gunshots. He is not dying. Ow. Bit of a hard landing, but we're fine. Yeah, we're not counted as dead yet. Let's go. So dumb. AIM-9 Bob, but that's based. AIM-9 Earl. That's alright. Edmund? Yeah, I was thinking like Edmund or Edward, but that doesn't really... Seems too British. AIM-9 Eggnog. AIM-9 Mary? Nah, that seems too official. AIM-9 Greg? Okay, AIM-9 Greg is based. AIM-9 Eddie! That's such a good one! Yes! The AIM-9 Julian, AIM-9 Greg, and AIM-9 Eddie. AIM-9 Harold, that's another great one. AIM-9 Hans? Nah. AIM-9 Carlos. AIM-9 Lucy? Nah, we gotta find... I reckon Eddie's great for the AIM-9E. AIM-9 Lizzo. Bruh. AIM-9 Adolf? Of course someone would make the joke. Of course. AIM-9 Lucifer? I was thinking that, but it doesn't really sit right. Same as the AIM-9 Juan. Mostly just because it isn't a J, it's more of like a Juan sound. But I reckon AIM-9 Julian is still the best. It's iconic. AIM-9 Peter, true. My back is sore. I've been sitting down for too long. Hey, thank you for the £5, lucky lad. Appreciate it. Love your content, man. Keep up the great streams. Will do. Will do. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. muted for 2 minutes. Why are people giving AIM 9 names? Oh my god. Alright, alright. No more names. No more names. We're good with that. Oh, and then, yeah. Had a feeling there was a racist in the chat. Entirely checks out. AIM 69. Peak funny. Alright, no more missile names. We're good. We got that out of our system now, chat. We're good. Nice. Donation counter going slow as always. Ask Gaijin for the F-20? No, I don't care enough about it. I got a test drive. Well, I used it on the Dave server and I was kind of like, meh. Is it the N-word or something? Yep. The Dave server, true. Exactly. How many hours have I played? I have played 2,200-ish.
Attack the B point!
Attack the B point. How iconic.
Attack the D point!
Attack the D point. Chat, are we attacking the D point, chat? Just turn into like a lobotomy streamer. There's gonna be people who appear behind me, isn't there? Over there. We're alright for now. Where's the video? No video. No video. I am very sad. Would 1,000 hours be clickbait if you played 2,000? No. I'm just going off of in-game time spent in Air Obby. Roughly. Not like Steam time, because there's a lot of... I've made a lot of other videos that aren't a part of the series, so... Oh, this FRE is going to be a problem. I didn't see you there. Yeah, I gotta break off. Another problem with the Draken, there's jack shit you can do in a 2v1. In a 1v1, yeah, it'll do well. In a 2v1, no. Good, he got beamed. And the F5 is probably going to get beamed as well in a minute. God, I love the fact that like half the people at this BR are just in an F5 of some sort. Whether that be a C or an E. I wish the F5E went to 11-0. Goodbye. As always, I managed to bait for my team and then don't get a kill. Fun. Everybody just immediately wants a dogfight. Kind of interesting. I'm not taking that. Actually using stealth belts. They're evolving, chat. No way. Neither of us hit our shot, but still. You know what? I'm just going to start ground pounding. I don't even care. My brain is starting to mush. There's like 2 people left anyways. There's a lot more than 2 people left, but I don't care. We got some ground targets. Shut up. Oh wait, it'll be the A10 spam, eh? Alright, enough ground targets for now. I've earned my RP quota. Back to killing plane. Are you smart enough to go up? No. You're smart enough to launch a 9L, that's where your brain cells end. Come on. There we go. Do that. It's not paying attention. Tail removed. What enemies is there? No. Oh, that's you. My god, you scared me. Alright, let's go, Julian. Your time to shine. That's a flare. Sorry, Julian. It's not your time to shine yet. I lied. I did an untruthful. I am sorry. My deepest apologies. Go, Julian. That was horrible timing once again, Julian. I'm very sorry. Go, Julian. Hit him, Julian. Yeah, let's go, Julian. You'll love to see it. That is basically what this plane is. Who needs to use guns if you can just shove an aim-9 Julian at them from point blank? Oh, you'll love to see it. Don't move. I missed. He hit a decent shot. Sweet. Good thing we're fine. Lol. Just gonna go kill some more ground targets then. I will ball out with my ground targets. Oh, I just alt-tab. We might be dead here. No, we're good. Do a Copra? That's hilarious. Average missile kill, average Copra fan versus average missile kill enjoyer. Let's go. Alright, now we limp back to base for 7 years. Oh. See if I can get a Julian kill. No, I can't. And I aimed a little bit too low. What do you think about the Sea Harriers or any other VTOL jets in the game? They're kind of missile bound just because the flight models aren't great, but flight model Dorito had a bite taken out of it. Indeed, indeed. I got a bit hungry, guys. Sorry. We're good though. We'll be able to limp back. I have a running joke on the channel where the 10 in every A10 fan's name, the 10 stands for how old they are, which is 10 years old. Someone in chat just said, torture yourself and play the A10. I can tell that he's 10 because he spelled torture wrong. Very smart. Am I going schizo? Are you even real? No. I don't actually exist, sorry. Let me burn my ammo. It's all coming together, indeed. My messages are going through? No, they're not. I can't see your messages, obviously. That's why they're visible to everyone in chat. Wow. Smooth. Gonna rip my gear. Otherwise, we aren't gonna stop at all. So, there we go. Just give Cyberco into a schizo moment. This is the government's way of getting you to pay taxes. Donate your money to a streamer. In reality, it's just going to the government. Smooth? Yeah, no, I had to break my gear. I was going too quickly. He's part of the IRS, true. Aha. This was all a bait the entire time. We've done it. We've done it, chat. Top 5 government attempts to make me pay taxes. The streamer psyop. Oh my god. Got Neol 210. Are we in an F-104 or something? Nice. Let's see. What is Mr. Neol AFKing on the runway in? F5E. Look at that. No way. They couldn't trick me with the hot woman, so they sent the War Thunder streamer. Exactly. Thanks for reminding me I haven't done my taxes yet. You're welcome. I haven't paid my taxes in several years. In Minecraft, of course, in Minecraft. For those of, I should make clear that is a joke. This is for comedic effect. I do actually pay my taxes. I am up to date on all of them. This is a joke. This is a joke. Don't worry. Of course, I got up on the U.S. military budget somehow. I mean, otherwise, how would I get the F-22 and War Thunder? Am I right, guys? Am I right? Clueless. Ooh. Smack. Oh yeah, I changed the Lang mod so the severe damage just says mid-feature. It's very funny. I get a chuckle out of it each time. Oh, and he goes AFK. Sure. Ooh. Smack. Two plus two. War Thunder players are having to do math now. Oh god. What's next? Why don't you like severe damage? I've gone on several rants about this already this stream. I'm looking at that. Swedish Aviator. Players defeated. 2,000. Wow. It's a lot of players, chat. Slow progress. Do you like tanks, though? Because I see that you never play them. Eh? I play tanks a fair amount. I have most of this tech tree done. It just takes ages. But no, I do enjoy tanks. 22 kills in one match is wild. True. Do a rant video about the mid mechanic? Nah. Is there a truck outside my window or something? But no, essentially, I don't like severe damage just because it's essentially an improperly introduced mechanic which doesn't actually fix the core problem that it was intending to. It could have been done substantially easier with just, with either an assist counters kill feature, so if you get critical damage, you get assist counters kill, which gives you 80% of the credits. Or you get the, or you just do, like, literally just make fragmentation do more damage, or make the aircraft kill requirements stricter. So, for example, if you lose a wing and you start flat spinning, you're instantly bailed out of your plane. If your plane gets set on fire, you're bailed out of your plane. Like, essentially just, like, your engine is, like, red damage, you get bailed out of your plane, things like that. Essentially any of those would be much better to actually fix it. Or maybe just undo real chatter, the change that the entire community hates, which they supposedly did, and then introduced a quote-unquote bug less than a month later, which they just never really got around to fixing, which nerfed all gun damage again. Oh, suspicious timing on that one. But yeah, essentially they just sort of haven't implemented it correctly at all. They had the right premise, but they just didn't. It just doesn't work in theory or in practice, so. Good idea, bad execution. Even the idea is still, like, debatable. Because, like, the idea of let's fix kill stealing is good. The idea of critical damage mechanic or severe damage is horrible, in my opinion. It's just, like, a roundabout solution to not give... Because, like, essentially the reason why they don't implement assist counts as kill, which is an assist gives you 80% of credit, is because they don't want to give you the 80% of it. They don't want to give you the more mechanics, so they had to find a way to somehow balance rewards so that it... And now they have this, essentially. They didn't want people being able to accelerate through the grind by assist counts as kills or by kill stealing, so they decided to make an improper mechanic which doesn't actually fix the problem and instead just punishes regular players. So, you know. I don't mind it because I hate kill stealers. Same. I also despise people who steal kills. I'm sure you've already heard the rants which I've got on in my videos, and I would rather have the regular system than the severe damage. Like, it doesn't impact kill stealers whatsoever, and it just harms regular players. There was an example a little earlier on the stream. Some guy, an F111 shot an F8E, and he was flat spinning, he was in circles, he was 100% dead. I shoot a 9 Julian at him, and I get full kill credit. The guy did not get severe damage, so he just got the regular kill assist for that. Like, it's not a well-implemented mechanic at all. It's not even good in general. Like, the idea of let's fix kill stealing was great, but then they just found the most obnoxiously bad way to implement it. Like, it's just classic Gaijin. It's problems in some of these severely damaged planes can still fly normally, so you get the full actual reward taken away from you. Yeah. As well as that, it's a lot more difficult to actually fully kill any severely damaged planes, so you can't even get the last 20% very easily. And as well as that, it just means that getting, like, actually finishing off players is so much more obnoxious to do now as well. Because unless you get a pilot snipe, they're not really going to die. Which means things like rear aspect missiles and gunshots, rear aspect as well, are just a pain in the ass to get kills with, so. Oh. Would have been nice to know there was an F5 under... Yeah. Under 3 kilometers away behind me to where I was put in missile range of him, but whatever, whatever. I don't need to know that. Not staying alive? Who cares about staying alive? Gaijin is too capitalist, but it's ironic because it's a Russian company. Yeah. That's why tanks are better? Yeah. If they remove volumetric, I'd probably just become a ground main, to be honest, because I just don't like air. I don't like the way air's going at all. Why doesn't the F-20 have AIM-120A? Because nothing does. Nothing has... Look at this. Any of the planes in the game that have AIM-120A do not have it. Why would only the F-20 have it? You use a couple brain cells on this one. You got this, I'm sure. I believe in you. Profits indeed. Oh. Just spawn me in anyway. Interesting. Is my timeout still here? No, but I can give you another one. Thank you, Foxtrot. Good mod work as always. What does your setup look like? 3 monitors, a keyboard and mouse, and a microphone in front of my face. Bonk. Hold on, I'm gonna do a funny. Oh, I was gonna get him to get kill credit on me and jeered out. Would have been very comedic. Sad. That's literally my exact setup, no way. What are the names for your presets? Oh, they're Swedish. Don't worry about it. The F-20 is only in the game because sales went down. True. Classic Gaijin. I mean, this entire update is just like premiums. Is that what 50k subs can get you? No. What's your opinion on controller players? They play the game. Should have been an event vehicle and 11.7. It should not be 11.7, and it's fine as a premium where it is, in my opinion. I don't think it needs to be an event vehicle at all. Just because it's a prototype doesn't mean it instantly becomes an event vehicle. I don't think US needed another premium. I think it should have been tech tree after the F5E personally, but... Find it odd that the F-20 is rank 8 since we don't have rank 9. They just balance BRs based... Or they balance ranks based on BRs now. So there isn't a 12.0 below rank 8, I'm pretty sure. So, what country's getting F20? The US is. It is also very funny that it's premium because now all of the tech trade babies in the US get to whine. Very amusing. Germany could get the F-22, yeah. I think they're gonna add a German F-20 once AMRAAM comes out, to be honest. Is my game theory. They let the US F-20 sell well for a couple updates, and then they bring out the German one so it has a competent AMRAAM platform. So I told myself I didn't have time to watch this stream. That was almost an hour ago. Bruh. You think we'll be getting rank 9 this year? I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. Gaijin does what they want. Is the F-20 loader out? Yeah, you can take 69L or 29L to Sparrow is the loadouts. You can also take bombs on the center pylon, but if any of you do, I'm going to be highly disappointed in you, so. Now we're going to have 12.0 games like the 11.3 games when the F4S came out. Yeah. It's going to completely ruin the entire matchmaker. I did not see you there at all. Where did you even come from? So I would have gone for you because you're a lot closer than the enemies in front of me, but interesting. Might have been from like above. What's F20's BR? It is 12.0. I'm infuriated seeing people beg for new vehicles in the game given the state it's in. Yeah, same. I'm probably just going to get the coupon, get this event over with, get Sweden done, and then just take a break for a little bit. Because this game is just in a miserable state. I'll come back when Gaijin fixes shit again. He's ready for 11.0 to be ruined because there's no 11.0 games left. All the 12.0 matches, yeah. I mean, 12.7 is going to start probably getting a lot of down tiers though, so... So never? No. Definitely not never, guys. Just until Gaijin makes the game better, right? Right, guys? It's not never. Clueless. I'll probably just end up playing ground, to be honest. I've got like 5 or 6 air trees done, so. Is the pathway to living a happy life just watching Freeze? What do I do then? I'm just fucking out of luck. That involve playing Terraria on stream? Probably. I have like a week's break or so. I think I have like a 5-day break from all like all the work and shit which I gotta do soon. I think it's like Wednesday or Thursday this week. Next week, sorry. I think I might do like some Terraria marathon streams then, see if I can get like a hardcore completion in one stream or something like that. I could do Desert Bus as well. That could be a ton of fun. Because I don't really want to play War Thunder. How much Mortal Grip in A? I'm just doing the... I've unlocked rank 8 now, so I could just get the last 2 planes, but I also want to get the other Strike Griffin, so I don't have to think about it later. What do you study? I don't have a major right now because essentially I was doing an engineering major in Australia and then I transferred over to here, except they didn't evaluate my credentials correctly from university and I can't find a place which will. Or from high school. So essentially what I've had to do now is I've had to go to a place over here to get academic credits. Go to a college here to get credits. And now I'm going to need to transfer into another either engineering or software degree so I can progress with that again. It's been a bit of a headache. It's been like a year since I've got back here still and it hasn't Not yet, so... Oh well. I'll get there one day, but for now I will continue doing this. Also, YouTube is pretty good because it can finance a lot of my college education, university education, which is very nice. So won't need to take student loans for an engineering or software degree, which is incredible. As if you see like a sponsor on my video, that's most of the reason why I'm taking them, to be honest, just because I either want it for like a down payment on a house or just so that it can take care of student loans, because it's very, very nice for that. So biggest problem in the game, VR compression. That is also up there with the spotting system, with large team sizes, and with real shadow. So, has anyone from your uni found your content? No. I'm incredibly good at hiding it. Fun fact, I had a couple of friends in high school who I was communicating with like all the way through the start of university. They did not know that I made YouTube videos until I had passed 25,000 subscribers, and one of them played War Thunder as well. It's very funny, but I'm great at, like, almost anybody who knows me, they have no idea that I actually make content. I'm very good at doing that. Well, until I told my parents, and they started telling everyone who they know, but I got pretty good at hiding it, so I don't think anyone from university will. When I start like passing 100k, that's when I feel like I'm going to start to get recognized in public a lot, especially when I show my face. I feel like that might not be the best, especially because I'm kind of nervous around social situations, so it's going to be interesting for sure, but God. That won't reach. I'm going to flare anyways, just in case. Just in case. You're not paying attention. Hey, buddy, come here. Nope, nope. He's just going to explode. Fair enough. I'm going to go for this Mirage. You make YouTube videos? I know. Please share your YouTube channel? Nah, I'm good. You having fun pre-flaring? I can tell you're having the time of your life. Give me a second to gain speed and then I'll be with you. If I get like under... Actually, I'm just going to wait for him to burn all his flares and then drop a 9 Julian. Which is now. Oh, he still has a couple left. He was somewhat intelligent. You having fun spinning? I'm gonna drop my air brake. Not quite. That didn't hit? Interesting. Can I sneak a Julian through the pre-flare? You might be out now, actually. Nope. How many flares do you have, dude? Are you taking only flares or something? Oh, and there's an EJ behind. Oh, well, that's very annoying. I think my team vanished. Yep. Wouldn't have had much of a chance anyways, but... He has like 400 flares. I thought it was like 120 or something. Because it has 252 flares running mixed. That's like 120 with 2 per drop. That's like 60 drops or so, right? I figured he probably was just not running mixed, which was what fucked me over, but tunnel vision, what's that? No, I didn't care. As I said, this is brainless gameplay. I'm not actually playing well. found it. It's called Freeze with 48k subs. True. Probably going to be an aerospace engineer. My brother is electrical engineering. I was also going to go into aerospace for a little bit. Might try software. Do you wear hats? I do. I wear hats like all the time. Not all. I'm not wearing one right now, but I wear them inside a lot. I wear them in general because I have fairly long hair, so I can't really be bothered to like put product in it every day and like style it well. And the wind and shit, like I just put on a hat and it's like, hell yeah. Is America better than Australia, or is it just different? It's just different. Different culture, different financial systems, a lot of different things. I wouldn't necessarily say one is better or worse, to be honest. New merch drop. I'll probably start doing merch at 100k. That could be kind of baller.
Attention to the map.
Copium market is booming from that statement. No, I'll be the first to admit I'm not an amazing player and I don't really care about stats that much. Like I'm above average probably if I look at this for the last month. Like I'm all right. Not amazing, not terrible, and I don't try to be the best either. That's what a lot of people don't understand. I do not try to do amazing every game. I don't pay attention to people around me if I'm tunnel visioned on someone, if I'm dogfighting. Like, the majority of the reason why I play the game is to get good footage, not to stay alive. Occasionally, it's just to grind and get through tech trees as quick as I can. But for the most part, I'll ignore people around me if it means that I get a better clip out of something. Because, especially when video effects come in, if I'm dogfighting someone or if I'm sticking with someone, I want to have the camera on them all the time so I can do, like, funny zooms, I can do funny effects. Because if I'm constantly, like, schizo looking around, it just doesn't make very good footage. So I'm not good at the game and I don't try to be amazing at the game. Like, I just want to get good footage. That's pretty much the only reason for me playing at this point, is just to make money. So people will say skill issue when I die. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna make some random excuse like, oh, he was unspotted even though I just didn't look at him the whole time. Like, I'm not amazing at the game. I'm not terrible. Italian tech tree is good. The top tier is decent, but everything else is kind of meh. See if I can 9 Julian. This guy is tracking his missile, I think. Can I slide in behind him? I can. Get Julian, buddy. Play War Thunder for money and counter market Gaijin. Yeah, that's it. That is the plan. What do you think about the French tech tree? France. Can't even say it. Even my mouth doesn't want to say the word correctly. France. I spilled water on my face. Great. I'm in your walls, indeed. I'm in your walls. I'm in everyone's walls. Do a plush of the enemy kill assist mark. That'd be hilarious. If I were to do a plushie or anything, it would probably be like missiles. Some update is ARH? Yep, I know. Do you know why the French tech tree planes have so little SL boosters? They probably don't. Take a random rank. Oh, I was about to say, am I going schizophrenic here? What? No, okay. Random rank 6. 428, 570. Random rank 6. 428, 570. Where is it? Down here, 428, 570. I could probably do the same for this. 428, 570. That's less, but strike aircraft. 428, 390. Why does the bomber have less? I don't think that's France. I think that's just certain planes. The way they gave bombers and strike aircraft reduced SL multipliers, that's actually based as shit. Thank you, Gaijin. Holy based. Do you have game chat off? That's a good question. I don't even know, to be honest. I might. I probably do, to be honest. The roses are red, midnight falls. Listen closely, I'm inside your walls. Yeah, I've had that as my Discord about me for like 3 or so years now. It's very funny. Yeah, nerf the Vartors into the floor-based Gaijin. Let's go. Let's go. Can you do a Kavocha bell maneuver? I did one on your mother last night. Someone say if dev server's open. Yes, dev server is open. Women scare me, fish scare me, I'm just scared. I would not recommend going fishing then. Hashtag tax the poor. Kind of based. Kind of based. What's your opinion on Italy now being the most diverse air tree? It's not really. It's just top tier. But Italy has a lot of top tier aircraft, which I think is quite neat. If you wanna value for money top tier tech tree, go for Italy. But it's still not great overall. It goes into the meat aisle of a grocery store. Oh no. Terrifying. But yeah, no, I honestly don't care considering like every game is mixed anyways, so it's not the biggest of deals. Considering like literal almost every nation in the game is an F-16 anyways, it's like, oh well. Italy is forgotten. You literally just got one of the biggest updates of this year so far to Italy. So, what do you think of the dev server? It's so bad. France is a 50G missile. I know about the Mikas. I haven't played it at all though. I don't really care. I'm probably not going to play too much with the IRH combat planes because I don't really care that much. IRCCM meta and beyond I think is going to be quite cringe. I'm in a perpetual state of happiness from Hope Core TikTok. I cannot be brought down. What? Opinions on cheese? Controversial, but I don't like cheese at all. Like, and the ones which I'll tolerate is like Parmesan on like pasta and stuff. I'll tolerate like the American cheese on burgers and things. American cheese in general is alright. Mozzarella on pizza is fine, of course, as well, but like in general, I don't really like most cheeses at all. Say Parmesan again? Yeah. Parmesan. What do you mean? Didn't you say that cheese like that? What do you mean? Parmesan's normal. Me neither. Based. We got another cheese hater. Do you think they will actually go through with a 50G missile? Yeah, probably. This Gaijin. They don't care about game balance, they just do what makes them money. As if that was not obvious enough already. No, I was trying to get that to ignore his flares. That's a... Guy Flash. Do not have an RWR. Unlucky. Parmesan. Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said. That was the most British way to say Parmesan I've ever heard. It's Parmesan. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. What's wrong with the way I'm saying it? What do you mean? Parmigiano? That's a different type of cheese, I'm pretty sure. I'm surprised no one's got the reference yet, by the way. I'm actually kind of surprised because it was pretty early as well, if I remember correctly. It's Parmesan, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you don't get it, it was a reference from Rick and Morty. Well, yeah, that show. It was a season 1. It was in the actual good season. But yeah, no, I said I said I unironically think that Parmesan is a better way of saying it than Parmesan. I'm not trolling. I unironically do say it as Parmesan. Like I don't like saying Parmesan. It sounds weird to me. I think Parmesan's a lot better. I do just say it as Parmesan out in everyday life, and everyone has that exact same reaction, and it is very, very funny. I hate Rick and Morty, so it's okay. Yeah, kind of based. It was one of the only good jokes from the show, so I just want to continue it because it's very amusing, very comedic. All right. Anyways, Swedish air trace just better? No, it's mid. It is mid as fuck. I can actually say that now that I've got most of the planes from it. I'm gonna head out now because I got to grab lunch. I got family coming over tonight, so yep, that will be it for today's stream. I gotta finish this shit at some point. Fun. Anyways, see you next time. I probably won't be live on Sunday, to be honest. Probably be live mid next week or sometime if you guys want to drop in and say hi. Anyways, hope you have a great day and see